What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today is the WWE 2K24 Universe Mode Draft. Alright, before we get into the picks, guys, I'm just going to make this announcement now. There are some things you guys should know before we get into the draft. First, that there are 4 rounds. Round number 1 is the main Carter, like the main Carters, you know what I mean by that. Second round is the mid-Carters. Third round is the women, and fourth round is the tag teams. Next, that you guys probably know this by now by looking at the thumbnail, but Raw is no more. WCW Nitro replaced Monday Night Raw, so it will be WCW Nitro versus Smackdown Live. So I'm excited for that. And lastly, you guys should know that women's tag teams don't exist anymore. I got rid of the tag belts, and every women's tag team in the game that has been drafted has been broken up. So keep that in mind. And I think that is all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoy this draft, and I will see you towards the end of the video. Nitro's first pick on the brand is none other than the phenomenal AJ Styles. Smackdown Live's first pick for the main card and the first pick of the draft is none other than Seth freaking Rollins, coming back to SmackDown after 2 years of not being on it since WWE 2K22 Universe Mode. WCW Nitro takes the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, with their next pick in the 2K24 Universe Mode draft. Next up, we got SmackDown Live fighting back with a banger pick. They're taking Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. The next pick for Nitro is none other than a faction. They are going with Imperium, the former World Heavyweight Champion on Raw and SmackDown in years past, and Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser are teaming up with Gunther once again. So they're all picked here in this. The next pick for SmackDown Live is none other than Bray Wyatt. What Bray Wyatt are we going to see? It just depends what Paul Levesque is going to pick, since he is the GM. Next up for WCW Nitro, we have the leader of the C Nation, You Can't See Me, John Cena, coming to WCW. Next up for SmackDown Live is the man that took on Seth Rollins at WrestleMania in WWE 2K22 Universe Mode. It is the Heartbreak Kid, the showstopper, Shawn Michaels, making his return to the blue brand. Next up for Nitro, we have the man known as the Viper, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. I said legends were going to get involved, and that is SmackDown's next pick. They are taking none other than WWE legend himself, the Animal Batista. Nitro's firing back with a legend of their own, and they are taking Stone Cold Steve Austin. Put your ones up for SmackDown's next pick, because they are taking Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. Nitro's next pick is a former WWE champion in Universe Mode, dating all the way back to WWE 2K22, and his name is the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. The next pick for SmackDown Live is definitely a Hall of Famer, and it is none other than The Undertaker. And WCW's final pick for round number 1 is none other than WWE legend himself, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. SmackDown Live's final pick in round number 1 is Bret the Hitman Hart. Alright, going to the mid-card, but let's get into their picks. WCW Nitro's first pick in the second round is none other than, it is WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio on Nitro. SmackDown's first pick in the mid-card division in round number 2 is Carmelo Hayes with Trick Williams. WCW's next pick on WWE 2K24 Universe Mode in their mid-card division for round number 2, they are taking Booker T to WCW Nitro. SmackDown's next pick in round number 2 of the 2K24 Universe Mode draft here on JV's YouTube channel is none other than Rob Van Dam. The next pick for WCW Nitro here in the mid-card round is Badass Braun Breaker. SmackDown Live is firing back with a big pick of their own, and they are taking Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero. Next up is Judgment Day's own, so that means Judgment Day is on Nitro. That means Dirty Dominic Mysterio is part of the mid-card division here on Nitro. The next pick for SmackDown is the Russia native. It is the series debuting Ilya Dragunov. The next pick for WCW Nitro is none other than the almighty Bobby Lashley with MVP as his manager. SmackDown Live elects to pick Kevin Owens in their next pick in the round 2 of the WWE 2K24 Universe Mode Draft. Nitro's next pick is none other than Jey Uso, coming to the red brand known as WCW Nitro. SmackDown Live's next pick in the mid-card round is none other than LA Knight. Yeah! WCW takes with their next pick Sami Zayn to Nitro. SmackDown Live decides to take a person that has never been in the series before. They are going with Wade Barrett, coming to SmackDown Live in the mid-card division. Last but not least, WCW elects to take the biggest YouTube personality, the host of Impulsive, Logan Paul, coming to WWE 2K24 Universe Mode in his series debut. And SmackDown's last pick in the mid-card division here in round 2 is none other than Karrion Kross, with Scarlett as his manager. Round number 3 is up, and this time it is the women's division. Nitro's first overall pick in round number 3 is none other than Rhea Bloody Ripley, Mommy on Nitro. SmackDown Live's first pick in the women's round here in Universe Mode is none other than the man, Big Time Bex, Becky Lynch, coming to the blue brand. The next pick for WCW Nitro here in round number 3 is Chelsea Green, coming to WCW Nitro. The next pick for SmackDown Live is the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. Next up for WCW Nitro is the role model, Bayley, which is also a former WWE 2K22 Miss Royal Rumble winner. SmackDown Live's next pick on round number 3 is Alexa Bliss, coming to the blue brand. WCW's next pick in round number 3 is Cora Jade. WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus is going to SmackDown because they elect to take her in the next pick they had. SmackDown took one WWE Hall of Famer for the women's division. That means Nitro is going to do the same thing. They are going with Lita as their next pick here in the Universe Mode Draft here in WWE 2K24. SmackDown Live is going with JC Jane as their next pick here in the WWE 2K24 Universe Mode Draft. So SmackDown just took JC Jane, and that means WCW is firing back and taking Gigi Dolan. SmackDown Live's next pick is Dakota Kai. The next pick for WCW Nitro is the EST Bianca Belair. SmackDown's next pick is Liv Morgan. The next pick for WCW Nitro is the Genius of the Sky, Io Sky. The next pick on SmackDown Live here in round number 3 is none other than Candice LeRae, the Poison Pixie herself. The last pick for WCW Nitro here in the women's division is the Queen, Charlotte Flair. And last but not least, we have Tiffany Stratton coming to SmackDown Live with SmackDown's last pick in the women's division. And last but not least, we're going to round number 4 to see what tag teams go to what brand. So the tag teams representing WCW Nitro are as follows. The OC, which are Gallows and Anderson. The Judgment Day, which are Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Imperium, like I previously mentioned, Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. The Outsiders, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash making their series debut. And Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. And the SmackDown tag division is as follows. The Street Profits, The New Day, The Bloodline, which are Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa, and the APA, one to come down the road as well, which will be a mystery for you guys. Alright guys, that is it for the WWE 2K24 Universe Mode Draft this year. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below who you're excited to see on what brand, and subscribe if you want to see this content because the first episode will be dropping on Monday, so you guys do not want to miss it. That is all I have for you guys. Take care, and I will see you Monday for the debut episode of Nitro here on the JVG17 YouTube channel. Take care.